tree shadows lay long and lean. There's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind caught on a rusty nail. Whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that lone gravel road where our last kiss was set. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild, through the rivers of time love's currents beguile. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale, where laughter won't echo, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rains that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. In the stillness of a fading trail's end, I found that every shadow bends towards the memory of those days when love was wild and time was a haze. Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn, like a bell tolled solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift and dream. Here in the heartbreak where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains. In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies lay, I carved our names inside a heart upon that old gray bay. The porch still creaks, the cabin by the creek where we found our dreams, but now it's just me. Oh, the bed's still made where once you lay, now it's just a shadow in the evening's jade. The wind whispers secrets through the door that sways in that empty room where our love once stayed. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds cross plains so wide. Our trails grew cold under the endless prairie sky. That old blue scarf you left behind on the chair Feels like yesterday's rain, soft, silent, and bare. Oh, the bed's still made where once you lay. Now it's just a shadow in the evening's jade. The wind whispers secrets through the door that sways in that empty room where our loved ones stayed. The gravel road wears a veil of dust just like my heart since you rode away. Every sunset parts, the saddle's warm, boots lined by the door. Each step I take echoes no more, no more. Oh, the bed's still made where your ghost still plays a waltz of memories in the twilight's haze. And every night as the stars lay their claim, I hear that bed walk away, calling out your name. So the bed walked away, just like you that day, under skies vast and gray. In the silence I stay, the lonesome cowboy with his guitar frayed, singing to the wind where his loved ones swayed. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the whispers of the prairie song, sparrow listen on a wire, old and frayed, to the size of my heart like a serenade. By the dusty cabin where we once danced, where love was born in a fleeting glance. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows fly where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. The sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Gravel roads now less traveled by, creek beds dry where we used to lie. An old scarf clings to a branch turned gray, like the color of skies on a stormy day. Echoes of laughter, the shutters slam, silence fills the air as the door frame jams. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows soar where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Fading trails, the hoof prints disappear, just like us, swallowed by the years. A lone saddle, resting by the shed, memories of you dancing in my head. Sparrow flies, but the story's told in the whispering wind, so raw, so cold. Lost love's cost, and sparrows find all that we have lost. Still my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where forever seemed fine. Sparrow listened, oh sparrow knows, in the quiet towns where the heartache grows. By the fading light where shadows play, I'll sit and wait for the break of day. whispers to the breeze past Johnson's farm. That old porch calls to me. We dance 'neath stars, your laughter in the wind, those moonlit nights. My heart, you'd always win. A scarf you left still hangs upon the rail, its threads as worn as tales this cabin tells. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim. Where your shadow merged with mine, now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. The saddle rests untouched by time's rough hands, but I've roamed far past these wild forgotten lands, where once our dreams like wildflowers freely bloom. Now empty rooms and silence starkly loom. An old path fades where we once walked in stride, under a sky too vast, too deep to hide. Porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim. Where your shadow merged with mine, now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. Sometimes the wind brings whispers soft and low, a hint of songs we sang so long ago. And though I've tried to wander from the past, in every dusk your memory holds fast. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. I'm learning now, some ghosts you never clear. Where once our love lay deep like riverbeds, remains the dust of all that's left unsaid. In twilight's hush, the night takes up your part, sings to the beat of this old weathered heart. Hush of dawn by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist untangle free, I recall her laugh while like the creek, underneath that sky where the stars would speak. Her eyes, a spark against the night, once burned so bright, my lantern's light. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine, underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. The porch still creaks, but she's not there, just empty chairs and strands of hair. The cabin stands on the edge of time, her laughter's gone, no reason or rhyme. Through gravel roads and trails that fade, I walk alone in the bed we made. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine, underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. Was it the wild or the wanderlust that turned our love to just echoes in the dust? The road calls me, but I ache to stay in the memory where she didn't walk away. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine. Now I'm just a ghost left behind, yet the wind still wears her sweet perfume as I ride into the silver moon. Every sunset paints her face. In the heart of the sky's her eternal place. And though I roam a soul astray, part of me with her shadow walked away. This ballad reaches into the depth of a cowboy's heart, telling a tale of love and loss, bound to the eternal landscapes that bear witness to his sorrow. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. The scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming around, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flare where eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong, but every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. And her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound, I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. in the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low. I found you wild, you and me, dandelion seeds ready to blow. Your scarf, a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together the skies we neared. But dandelions held tight in the palm turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm turn to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. And every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned that love, like wildflowers, grows in places left untamed, but holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds, the rain. Dandelions once held tight in the palm fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest.
There's an old oak by the river bend where the scars of our youth fluttered in the wind. We carved our names, young and bold, under the sun where the wagon wheel hides, in the dusted trails where shadows confide. Oh, those wagon wheels rolling slow through wild lands where my heart used to go. Now just echoes in the lonely night, wagon wheel hides and so does the light. Every creek a story, every turn a sigh, holding memories as the years pass by. Porch still creaks at the old homestead, but it's just a whisper without her tread. That gravel road once ours to share, and now leads to silence and a cold empty chair. Saddles rest, the fireplace cold, in the cabin where our love story told. Slow through quiet towns where my dreams used to go. Now just shadows in the fading light. Wagon wheel hides and so does the night. Every creek a story, every turn a sight, holding memories as life drifts by. Rain falls like tears on the dusty ground, each drop a moment, a lost love found. In the stillness I hear a call, a whisper from the past, the rise and fall. Stand where we once lied, under the oak by the riverside. Wagon wheel hides beneath the aging sky, a testament of love, a never-ending why. And every sunset's glow and every star's light, I find her smile in the quiet of the night.
Out where the sunset kisses goldenrod, by the old creek where we once swore our love, her laughter lingers in the whispering wind. Under the oak tree we carved her names in mud, a scarf she left behind dances with the breeze on the porch steps of a cabin worn by years. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves, her gentle sighs. With every sundown my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams I find her trace. Now the gravel road wears a coat of dust, the trails we trod are fading with the rain. That old wooden saddle where we used to sit, now just a relic of the past it remains. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds across this land, yet in this quiet town her memory stands. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves her gentle sighs. With every sundown my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams I find her trace. Maybe the mountains know why she had to go, why her whispers float on the valley's breath. All that's left is the echo in the stones and the heart of a cowboy facing his lone sunset. Her voice waits, in the hush of night it stays, a melody of love that never decays. Through the rustle of the leaves in quiet sighs, beneath every moonrise her spirit lies. Oh, her voice waits, an everlasting embrace. In every twilight's grace I see her face. So I sing to the stars as the cold wind blows. Her voice waits where the wild river flows.
In the shadow of the oak, by the dusty gravel lane, there's a scarf you left behind, fluttering like a flame. The road where we once walked, under endless azure skies, now just a silent path where my lonely heart lies. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. Old porch creaks as I think on days long gone, cabin empty like the heartache drawn upon my soul. You rode away with the dawn to a place where I can't follow, left me with the echoes of our yesterday so hollow. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. The rust on my saddle, the cracks in my boots, speak of the miles and the solitary routes. Yet in every gust, your laughter twines through the whispering pines, across the fading lines. On this timeless road, I stand alone, heart bound to the dust where your light once shone. In the quiet of the night, under stars still and bright, I walk this timeless road in the fading twilight.
On the edge of the Calico Basin, under shadows of oak trees grown wild, I found a scar faded red like the sunset, where once laughter danced soft and mild. Her voice still haunts every whisper of the wind that sweeps through this place, where gravel roads kiss the dust of my boots, and I long for a long vanished grace. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where her laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. These hills recall each step we wandered through wildflowers that now no longer bloom. An empty cabin with its porch still swaying holds a ghost of your perfume. I ride these paths alone with the silence, each hoofbeat a beat out of time, chasing the whispers of what we once were, in a land too rugged, too sublime. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories, both weathered and worn, on this trail where laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. Now the dust settles deep as the twilight encroaches, and the oak trees cast shadows like old lonesome coaches. Each night under stars, I confess to the skies, I'm just a shadow that's lost where the old river lies. The canyon holds tight and I can't seem to free the bonds of her memory fading with me. As dusk pulls the curtain and night claims the cries, the canyon holds tight just like the goodbye. Oh, the canyon still whispers, echoes entwined, of the love once lived here and now left behind. Out where the oak trees shadow the old churchyard, I found your scarf, blue tattered and torn. Shivers of wind, they whisper through the lonesome march, echoes of footsteps, we dance till the dawn. Hollow heart road through, under sky so vast and blue, carrying memories faded like old tattoos. Saddle now empty, where once my love sat you. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Gravel roads winding past cabins of ghostly dreams, where laughter once lived, now silence reigns supreme. These fields of wildflowers where you swore your love so true, now they bow their heads under skies no longer blue. Hollow heart road through, under clouds of mournful hue, trails of dust linger where wild roses once grew. Moonlight on the porch waits for steps that never ensue. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Rain falls on the saddle, the leather worn and slick, each drop a memory, each storm a candle wick. Burning through the night, my soul searching for a clue, why love rides away and leaves the sky so cruel. Hollow heart road through, with echoes old and new, each sunset a goodbye, each dawn a view so skewed. Maybe on some dusty trail our love will start anew, till hollow heart rides through, till hollow heart rides through. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the wind flew with her scarf so light across the plains to the night. We watched the sunset paint the skies, her laughter mingled with my sighs, in that quiet town where time slows, only the wind it
truly knows. Oh, the wind flew with my heart in tow, through dusty trails where wildflowers grow. Her whisper haunts these empty streets, in every gust that my longing meets. These gravel roads, they know my sins, where love ended and life begins. Oh, the wind flew with a touch so kind, left me a shadow 2 steps behind. Now the porch swing sways, but it's worn and gray, remnants of rain from a bygone day. The cabin empty like the echo of her voice. In the silence my heart's devoid. Each sunset bleeds into starless nights, where once we dreamed beneath pale moonlight. That oak tree stands, but the names fade as time claims the promises we made. Oh, the wind flew with my dreams so wild, through rugged paths once walked as a child. Her whisper haunts these open gates, any shadow that my soul awaits. These fading trails, they curve and bend, where beginnings blurred into an end. Oh, the wind flew with her smile so bright, now I'm just a whisper in the night. If love is a journey through storms and calm, why does her memory serve as my balm? Across these lands my regrets are sown, underneath skies forever unknown. Oh, the wind flew and I tried to grasp the scent of her hair and our love's last gasp. Her whisper haunts this broken heart, on lonely trails we're worlds apart. These quiet towns, they soak up my cries, where the wind flew with her goodbye. Oh, the wind flew and left me here, holding on to love forever near. In the shadow of the oak, beneath the wide blue sky, a wagon wheel rests silent where the scars of lasses lie. Echoes of laughter under stars that now seem dim. This trail of dust and memories, it all leads back to him. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. Once rode the gravel pathways, and now overgrown and lost. The weight of empty saddles and the lines that love has crossed. Rain washed away the footprints on the porch where she once stood. Only echoes fill the silence of the cabin and the wood. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. A lone figure on the horizon, where the earth meets dust and sky, holding on to just a fragrance as the world slowly passes by. Tales spun in the twilight of what could and what might have been. The heart holds on to what the mind tries to forget. In the play of shadow and sin, the wagon remembers beneath the weight of stars above. Each creak a verse of lost love sung, each turn a twist of love. As the trail winds lonesome to where wild lands begin, the wagon carries memories in the silence, thick and thin. Down by the Willow Creek, where the water whispers low, she wore that flannel shirt, soft and faded aglow. Under the broad oak's arms, we carved our names in jest, promises on the wind, in that haven we'd rest. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the sunset dyed the sky. Her laughter, a melody, now just echoes in the guise. Old Porch Creek's alone, where her footsteps dance in tune. Every thread of memory under the waning harvest moon. Years swept the gravel roads, and the cabin's now bare. Scarf she left behind, the scent of jasmine in the air. The trail's less trodden now, the thistle's over what was ours. Dust settles on the saddle like the silence between the stars. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the twilight stole the dice. Her shadow in the doorway, a whisper of goodbye. Old Porch Creek's alone, with no laughter in its bones. Just a cowboy and his echoes, and a heart turned into stone. There beneath the endless plains, where the wild horses roam, I roam too, lost and found, in the spaces she called home. With every setting sun, I see her face in the skies. A flannel shirt, a closed eye, and a love that never dies. A flannel shirt closed her eyes, and the night sighs her cries. A dance of sparks in the dark, where old love never lies. I'll tread these trails alone, where our wild dreams once flew. In the quiet town of memory, where I'm lost, babe, without you.
In the heart of the valley, where the oak trees stand, I once loved a girl with the earth on her hands. We chased the horizon on past morning thin, where the cold morning forgot the fires we'd begin. Oh, the winds speak low on those high, lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. Now the cabin's half hidden where the ivy has grown, with the porch still creaking like it's begging her home. That old scarlet scarf she left on the chair flies with the dust like her ghost in the air. Oh, the winds speak low on those high, lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. On a gravel road fading under new falling snow, I ponder the tracks that we used to know, and I reckon the heart is a wanderer too, drifting in places where the sky meets the blue. Oh, the winds speak low with a voice that prevails, telling tales of a love lost on old lonesome trails. So I'll ride under stars, let the cold morning forget the days of our love and the sun when it set, soft as the rain on the rough dusty land. I'll carry her memory, the touch of her hand. In the silence that follows, I find my regrets in the cold morning shadow where the sun never sets.
In the gray dawn where the oak trees whisper, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing. Ghosts of laughter in the chilly air linger as the cold morning listened to my heart sing. Every creaking board a story of footfall, you dancing barefoot, soft smiles in the rainfall. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. Now the town sleeps under veils of silence, gravel roads wear the scars of our eyes. The old cabin stands bare in defiance, but inside the emptiness a part of me died. The heart cold, no fire to confess to, only dust and motes dance where love once knew. silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. So I whisper to the breeze, tell her my fears, under the vast, unyielding, indifferent skies. She carries my words like forgotten years to where the horizon of your absence lies. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping, each teardrop caught in the beard of time. No more secrets, just the stars keeping watch over a cowboy's lonesome rhyme, riding trails that fade with the dying light. Cold morning listening took you from my side. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I first saw her wild hair go like the crown of a queen. Under that old porch, laughter was the sweetest sound, where we carved our names, now just whispers in between. But the storm turned cold, the sky stole her golden light, leaving just shadows where we used to dance alone. That old scarf she left holds a scent of her tight. Now I wander these gravel roads forever thrown. The cabin stands empty where once it brimmed with dreams. Windows gaze like tired eyes watching seasons betray. The trail's overgrown where we chase fleeting streams. Her absence a quiet ghost in the dust where I lay. Yes, the storm turned cold, the sky stole her golden light, leaving just echoes where laughter filled the void. That old saddle's worn like my heart through endless nights. Under the moon's pale watch, my hopes forever lost. In the silence after rain, when the wind speaks soft and low, I feel her touch in the breeze that stirs the sycamore leaves. Maybe all that's left is the letting go, finding peace like the sunset in the warmth it weaves. Still the storm turned cold, and my heart bears the frost, a prairie fire in my soul, for the love I've known and lost. These lands, they hold her in the quiet rustling gold, till I'm just a tale on these trails forever old. With every sun that sets, I learn to live with the ghost of her whisper in the wind on the path I chose the most. In the shadow of the old, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring, beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay. Your barefoot steps in the dust, now fading away. Where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those bare footsteps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the winds, now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away. Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty, where once love filled each room, now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well, before it all decayed. Those bare footsteps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the winds, now bittersweet serenades. Every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those bare footsteps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn, through the tears and the pain, I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your bare footsteps fade, but in my heart they forever rest.
In the shadow of the canyon where the oak tree used to stand, I found the faded echoes of our footprints in the sand. The wind whispers through the branches like it's calling out your name, by the river where we promised, but it's never quite the same. The canyon said nothing, just echoed my pain. The silence as sharp as the cold winter rain. Where once was laughter, now only the stones speak of the love lost and these old bones. The porch still holds the ghost of your scarf flowing free. Dusty roads less traveled by, just shadows, you and me. That old cabin on the ridge holds the secrets of our dreams, now empty like the heart of me, bursting at the seams. The canyon said nothing, just echoed my pain. The silence as sharp as the cold winter rain. Where once was laughter, now only the stones speak of the love lost and these old bones. Underneath the starlit sky, the night's embrace is tight. I'm a solitary figure with just memories inside. And as the moon rises high over lands you once roamed, I'm learning to live with the echoes in the canyons of the alone. Said nothing, it just knows my fears. Its vastness holds all my unshed tears. In the whisper of the aspen, in the chill of the dawn, I'll walk these trails forever drawn. The canyon knows my story, etched in the dusty gloam. The canyon said nothing,